came to catch up with someone who is now the other side of the world. Well, sort of nearly. Certainly not round here anymore. Our class of 2011 today is a lady from the Isle of Wight, and as we're having breakfast, or a late breakfast, she's about to have her tea. Chinese tea. Do you remember when we spoke to Michelle Cook, who was from Yarmouth, who works for the company OzBus? Now, at the moment, she's leading 20 other people in a trip from London to New York, the long way round the world, and these were 20 people who, at that stage, hadn't met each other, or indeed hadn't met Michelle. Well, she's now managed to get them to China. Morning, Michelle.
Ni hao.
Very good.
Good morning, and it's good evening from us in China.
What time is it there?
It's now 5:45, so we're 7 hours ahead.
Okay, now you've got 20...
Having a sundowner. The ladies are drinking wine here, the men are knocking back the beer.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Are they all still with you, and is everyone still talking to each other?
They are, yes. We are gelling really well. We're like one big happy family.
Are they with you now?
Some of them are, yes, and I've told them not to put me off. They're going in the background. We're staying in a very, very traditional guest house with Chinese lanterns hanging up. We've all got double beds because it's traditional. So it's a good job we are like family now, but they're big, big beds.
Oh, so sharing double beds, each of you. Michelle, who are you sharing with?
Traditional here, but they are very big.
I'm glad to hear it. So I take it you haven't lost anybody yet on your trip so far?
No, we're all here, all stood in one piece.
Okay, so you're in China. Where have you been through so far?
Oh, gosh, well, we've been through Belgium, Germany, Czech Republic, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Russia. We travelled on the Trans-Siberian Express from Moscow through Siberia into Mongolia to Beijing. So now
amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm very envious because I think I'm right in saying you've been to Lake Baikal in Siberia.
We have. That was definitely one of the highlights. Yes, Lake Baikal is actually the deepest and the oldest lake in the world. It was frozen when we were there, so we actually had to walk across the frozen ice for 2 kilometres to reach Olkhon Island, where we stayed for 2 nights. And we were actually told at the time the ice was only between 10 to 15 centimetres thick. So to think we were walking on the world's deepest lake was a little bit nerve-wracking, but we all made it without falling over.
Well, this is supposed to be a life-changing experience, so taking your life in your hands, I think it's just par for the course, really, Michelle.
It was amazing, yeah.
So you're obviously sort of entering into the traditional Chinese way of life at the moment, but did you watch the royal wedding yesterday?
Well, some of us did. It was actually on Chinese television. First of all, we could only find a station that had it with Chinese commentary, but then we found one that had some English commentary, but it was quite entertaining English commentary. And then I managed to pick it up on my laptop, so I watched the BBC version.
Oh, fantastic. So it was, even though you were all the way in China, you still managed to watch it. Did it make you feel a little bit homesick?
A little bit, yes. Hello, Mum. Hello, sister. Hello, all my friends listening.
So how much longer on your trip?
Oh, we're only halfway through.
So where's next? What are the plans now?
We're cruising next across the Pacific. We're taking a cruise from May the 6th from Beijing. We're calling into 2 Chinese ports, South Korea, Vladivostok in Russia, and then all the way across the Pacific, crossing the international date line. So we have 1 day twice. And then to Alaska. And then after living it up on the cruise ship, we're going to be roughing it a little bit. We're going to be camping through Alaska, down through Canada, the Rockies, Vancouver, Seattle, then all the way across the northern states, falling in at Yellowstone National Park, Chicago, Niagara Falls, and then due to arrive in New York on June the 20th.
Well, we will talk to you sort of in your next stage of your trip, Michelle. But I know last time we spoke, for anyone who missed that, Michelle was most concerned about the amount of packing she was going to have to do for all these different climates. How much stuff are you actually taking with you?
Oh, far too much. I was expecting the weather to be a lot colder than it has been. We've actually been really lucky. In fact, yesterday in Xi'an, it was 34 degrees.
That's pretty good. It's only 20 here. You're doing better than we are.
I know you had a heat wave too, but we had some warm weather yesterday, and we were actually driving through a sandstorm today, Sun was blowing over from the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, so it was a bit hazy today on our journey here.
You're just having the absolute experience of a lifetime, aren't you? It's amazing.
We certainly are, yes. It's fantastic.
Can you let us into any gossip, though, on these 20 people that you have with you? You say that everyone's getting on all right, like one big happy family, but who's there? Who are the characters? Who's turning into...
Oh, my goodness, we've got some right characters. We've got different nationalities. We've got Australian, German, Austrian, American, Irish, and British. Yes, we've got Mr. Dragon Man, who loves all things dragon. He's even had a huge dragon tattooed on his arm.
Oh, right.
Now he's discovered that, according to the Chinese horoscope, he should watch out for dragons. He doesn't like that, though. I think he was born in the wrong Chinese year.
Oh, so any little relationships developing there? Because it is supposed to be a very good place to meet a partner.
Not at the moment, no. No relationships, no, they're all looking at me, shaking their heads. Oh, unfortunately, that some of the ladies are saying. But there's still time. There's still time to meet the captain on the cruise ship.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Look, you have fun with that one. Well, Michelle, we'll catch up with you, actually, when you come off the ship. So
okay.
have a great time. And what is left for this evening for you in China now?
Oh, gosh, well, they're actually celebrating May Day here. They've started early. There's going to be about 3 days of holiday, so I think we're just going to celebrate with the locals.
That sounds wonderful.
Have wine and beer and have some traditional Chinese food this evening.
While everyone here decides how they're going to spend their bank holiday cutting the grass or something. Wonderful. Michelle, have a great next stage of your trip, and we will catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye for now.